U.S. President Donald Trump, who campaigned on a pledge to drastically increase deportations, has sent undocumented immigrant detainees to Guantanamo Bay, a U.S. naval base in Cuba.
We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them.
The announcement has prompted an outcry from human rights groups. It is not the first time the base has been used to hold migrants. Most people know Guantanamo as the detention site for terror suspects associated with the attacks of September 11, 2001, including its alleged mastermind, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. According to critics, however, it is also the site of grave human rights abuses. Less well known is that for decades, the U.S. has maintained a migrant detention facility at Guantanamo, separate from the high-profile jail. That started in 1991, when thousands of Haitians fled for the U.S. after a violent coup d'etat. President George H.W. Bush's administration set up a refugee camp at Guantanamo to house some of them while their asylum claims were processed. Thousands of Cubans and others seeking political asylum in the U.S. have also been intercepted at sea and temporarily housed at the facility. In 1999, the U.S. briefly considered a plan to house 20,000 refugees fleeing the conflict in the Balkans. But that idea was scrapped over concerns that Guantanamo was too far from their homeland. More recently, the Biden administration mulled using Guantanamo to process a new wave of Haitian migrants, though it ultimately did not move forward with the idea. Like Guantanamo's jail for terror suspects, its migrant facility has been plagued by accusations of inhumane and unlawful conditions. Reports from the International Refugee Assistance Project describe prolonged detentions, lack of due process, undrinkable water, inadequate medical care, and exposure to open sewage. Today, 15 detainees remain jailed at Guantanamo, and its Migrant Operations Center hosts a small group of mostly Haitian and Cuban refugees. The proposed expansion to accommodate 30,000 undocumented migrants, however, would mark a significant shift in U.S. immigration policy. U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has said due process will be followed for the new immigrant arrivals, but critics warn that housing migrants at Guantanamo could result in human rights violations similar to those documented in the past. So far, more than 175 men have been transferred to the facility from an immigration holding site in Texas.